Howdy, my name's Jack Flint and I own Springfield Saddle Shop in Springfield, Oregon. This young man behind me's name is Toby. He's a registered Appaloosa gelding, and I think he's a pretty good looking critter. Take another shot at him. What we're going to do this morning is we're going to introduce to you a brand new style of barrel racing saddle. And we're also going to introduce to you a brand new style of rigging a saddle onto a horse, something that we have developed at Springfield Saddle Shop. The first thing you do, of course, is put on a blanket. Here we go. Now you notice that blanket's pink. Toby don't necessarily like pink, but little girls who ride barrel racing saddles do. This is called roller rigging. There's 3 different pieces firmly riveted into the skirts of this saddle. And because the pieces are all individual, then that allows the leather in the skirt to conform to the side of the horse rather than being a flat piece of steel across the horse's side. And 2 of the metal pieces have brass rollers on them, which in effect turns this rigging into a block and tackle effect, where you can actually lift higher weights, stronger weights, and it makes it easier for you to cinch up your horse. As you can see, I'm not a lightweight. I weigh 300 pounds and I have tremendous upper body strength. But this saddle can be cinched onto a horse and put in the same hole that a 7-year-old boy can put in. So if you think about that, that is pretty significant to people who don't have the same upper body strength as I do. You put the latigo down through the cinch ring. Put the latigo up through the front roller, down through the cinch ring, up through the middle roller, down through the cinch ring, now to start this off, give it a tug. What this does is that it increases your leverage factor. When you get to the point where you're almost cinched, stop pulling. Put your hand in here, lean back, pull your slack until you get it to where you want it to be. Buckle the latigo, put the latigo behind you instead of in front of you. And as you can see, when it's on the horse and the stirrup is down and the fender is down over the top of it, you can't even tell it's there hardly. Now what this does, it does 5 things all at the same time. 1, it obviously makes cinching a saddle easier. 2, all of these pieces are self-adjusting sideways. They will adapt to wherever they're being pulled from. The last place you put the latigo through the ring down here, the last roller you put through is where the cinch will gravitate to line up with. Which means that you can put it through here and move the cinch forward, put it through here and move the cinch back. Also, I'll show you real quick, these pieces move out, they swing, they swivel, which means that when you go to pull the last piece in, the last latigo through, you don't have to fight it, it's sticking away from the saddle. You just simply work it down behind all of the latigo, down through your cinch ring. And again, give it a tug. Put your hand in here, pull it to where you want it, and buckle it. your latigo behind. Now you have 2 pieces of latigo between your stirrup leathers and your horse. You do not have 4 or 5 plus a big knot. This rigging will give you closer contact to your horse. And we put it on both sides of the saddle. By doing that, both legs feel exactly the same thing. And if your cinch becomes unbalanced, by repeated saddling and latigos will stretch, and your cinch becomes unbalanced, then you can go to the off side and simply tighten it up from that side. No more unbuckling offside billets that are too dry and too worn out to be able to get your cinch unbuckled from. So, that's roller rigging.